Hello and welcome. I am Dr. Jessica Bueller. I am a member of the Scientific Advisory Board for a company called LifeVantage. And I just want to welcome you and thank you for being here. Someone took the time to invite you because they thought you may benefit from hearing this information. And I'm hoping to help in that process to show you what stuck out to me and what made me say yes to this and what made me stick around. So I'm a chiropractor. I've been practicing chiropractic in the middle of nowhere, South Dakota for 18 years. I'm married to Matt, who's a farmer. We have 5 kids, few chickens. We're very Midwestern, you could say. Um, I also, in addition to chiropractic, I do an allergy elimination technique and acupuncture, and I love finding tools to help patients with their health, including me. My, biggest self-help package is myself. Okay, so why does life get out of balance? We have everyday occurrences that are happening to us, constant bombardment of toxic load from our diet, our stress, our thoughts, medications, aging, lack of sleep, activity, inactivity, our environment, the air we breathe. There is literally so much going on all around us, and our body is constantly looking to create homeostasis, to find ease. But a gradual shift happens, and the body has to respond. And it feels like the body is doing the same work it always has. It's just a less efficient and a slower recovery. It happens with our brain and our cognition. We have less clarity, more brain fog. Our muscles and our movement, we start to get slower with our recovery and more stiff, and we lose some of our muscle mass. We notice it in our energy and our metabolism. We have lower energy. We're constantly feeling tired. We have hormonal shifts. And then also at the cellular level. And this is where it really matters. It's whether we can renew and repair and restore what we have going on, because we know that health comes at the cellular level. And when we have healthy cells will create healthy tissues that will create healthy organs, that will create healthy organ systems that will then create healthy humans. So we start to see this shifting happen, and the cells are just not keeping up. And that is where LifeVantage comes in. LifeVantage is the activation company. And before I had heard of this company, I had really not heard of the word activation other than activating your bank card, right? And it's a little bit like that, but a little bit different. There are thousands of supplement companies and only one activation company. And so, what that means is we, instead of just taking something, we take it so the body will make it. We empower our bodies to make the things that it once did quite well, to make things like antioxidants, peptides, proteins, enzymes, and things that you need to stay healthy. And when you share this with others, you're also activating the opportunity to earn additional or supplemental income. So, where did we start? We started with one activator. This was our Protandem NRF2 Synergizer. In 2003, we had one peer reviewed published study that showed we could lower oxidative stress on average 40% in 30 days, a claim that had been unheard of at the time. And this product, the formulation, was created by a Nobel Prize winning scientist who co-discovered an antioxidant enzyme that our body makes called superoxide dismutase, or SOD. So this product launches in 2003. And in 2005, ABC decides to do a primetime investigation on us because that claim had been unheard of and they wanted to debunk it. But instead of debunking it, John Quinones had a 45% reduction in his oxidative stress load in just 2 weeks. Immediately following that airing of the ABC primetime investigation, major universities and institutions started doing their own self funded research on our product. Have you ever heard of this, you guys? One, have you ever heard of a positive ABC primetime investigation, right? And if you have yet to see this, ask whoever invited you to watch this to give you a clip from that ABC primetime investigation. I know it's old. I know it's 2026, but what's cool is it explains that the concept of activation and most of what they predict in that ABC investigation has now been proven with third party self funded research. Our company didn't pay for it. And this, my friends, is what got me super excited. Not the ABC primetime clip. It was all of those studies. And I started diving into those studies and I started Rolodexing like, who could I help with this information? Like, if I could get this in someone's body, like, if this really works, right? I remember laying in bed and just saying, like, okay, God, if this is real, I am going to bless a lot of people with activation. And so it was real. It is real. And it just keeps getting better. So I'm going to update you from then to, where we are now. So what is in our Protandim Nrf2 Synergizer is all God's pharmacy. And I like to say, we take God's pharmacy to turn on God's pharmacy inside ourselves. And God knew what he was doing, y'all. We have the most amazing built-in system. We have a system that is self-healing, self-regulating. It's so beautiful. And when we take something to make it, we are literally basically just going in. We're taking something God created and it's signaling to our DNA to start expressing certain genes. It's like you can turn on the good switches and off the bad switches. That's the most layman term I can use to describe activation. It's a little more complex than that, but it's 5 herbs, 5 things taken at the right time, the right place to get an outcome that is 1,800 times more effective than taking the components separately. So when we take antioxidants, right, you take things like vitamin C, blueberries, whole fruits, vegetables, glutathione, zinc, all those, right? Things you've heard of. You get they're direct antioxidants. We get a 1-to-1 ratio. We take an antioxidant, it balances one free radical. But when we activate the NRF2 pathway, we start throwing out antioxidants at a rate of 1 million every single second in a pulsatile manner, just like our cells, just like God put in us. He built it in us. It's just turning on a pathway, turning on something that's already there. And once upon a time, you did that really well. Think about how fast you recovered when you were a kid, when you were in your teens. And every decade, this pathway gets a little bit more dim, a little bit more dim, a little bit more dim. Think about it, right? Like if you're 60, don't you think you probably aged a little better at 40 and a little bit better even so at 20 than you did at 60, right? You look a little different. Aging is part of that. What toxins do to our body, what oxidative stress does over time. So when we take Protandim, we start making antioxidants. And oxidative stress is aging, and antioxidants fight oxidative stress. So 1 million, we have more than 30 peer-reviewed studies in PubMed where doctors do their research, 7 US patents and international patents. Look at what happens if you just said to yourself, well, I'm taking some of those things. I was taking some of these things as well. But look at the effect that I would have gotten, even if I took all 5 of these at the same time, but not in the right ratio, at the right place, at the right time. The 5 players make the key action, right? Look at what Protandim does in comparison. It's not even comparable. Again, all of those studies, just a few I'm going to point out here. In the journal Circulation, the Journal of the American Heart Association, at the time of its publication, we were the only natural product ever featured in that journal, ever. Not even fish oil had made it, you guys. There's some other really, really cool ones on here. Washington State University said, NRF2 our Protandim NRF2 Synergizer may well become the most therapeutic and preventive breakthrough in the history of medicine. We have studies by Louisiana State University, Ohio State. I'm just telling you, if you're into research, get your buns into PubMed and check this out. If you're a doctor, I am telling you, you require this tool in your tool belt, and you require being able to share this with more people so we can bless more people. If you're not a doctor, bonus, You don't have to be a doctor to open your mouth and tell somebody to get onto a Zoom like this and check it out, to go to PubMed and read some studies. I already read this one to you guys, but here it is. You can see it. This journal, this was in 2015, you guys, 2015. Master, look at this, master regulator of detoxification, also antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and other cytoprotective mechanisms, is raised by health promoting factors. Wow. Okay, how about this? If you're a chiropractor, again, gosh, this was one of the ones that just blew my mind, you guys. Multiple sclerosis journal. And this drug company, Biogen, they studied their toxic drug Tecfidera in comparison to our Protandim Synergizer and other NRF2 activators. And what they found was NRF2 activators are able to protect oligodendrocytes from oxidative stress. Oligodendrocytes are the basic cell of the nervous system, the brain, and the spinal cord. Yo, you need protection in your brain and your spinal cord. That's the most sensitive area of your body to free radicals. And isn't it cool that God made it so that we can make 4 times more antioxidant production in that area when we activate NRF2 than other areas? Ooh, I'm getting so excited, I'm spitting. Interestingly, they found at the end of the study, Protandim was the supplement consisting of herbal ingredients, was the most potent inducer, and therefore may be the most suited as a therapeutic strategy. Wow. Have you ever heard of a drug company studying their drug in comparison to a natural product and then saying, oh, by the way, this is actually better at doing what we're trying to do? This drug is on the market for $54,000 for 3 months supply. You can get Protandim NRF2 for less than $150 for a 3 month supply without any of the toxic side effects, including death. That one just literally still blows my mind when I see that one. Oregon State University, when it finds a problem, NRF2 essentially goes back to the nucleus of the cell and rings the alarm bell, where it can turn on the genes responsible for cell repair, detoxification of carcinogens, protein and lipid metabolism, antioxidant protection, and other actions. In their report, the scientists called it a longevity assurance factor. Okay, so I'm not saying we're all going to live forever. You are going to die at some point. Every day we are dying just a little bit more, right? But it's about the quality of the years, the quality of the life that we have as we're living. And longevity assurance is a pretty amazing thing. So LifeVantage didn't stop there. And this is one of my absolute favorite things to recommend to my patients. I like to call this your best self-care that you can take home with you, the chiropractor's BFF, the Healthy Glow Essential Stack. When you take this stack, you not only make those antioxidants that you did with Protandim. This is the combination of Protandim NRF2 and liquid collagen. I think my face might be over the Protandim, just so you know that it's 2 products here instead of 1. So you're taking that 1 tablet of the little yellow pill, Protandim NR2, and then you're taking 1 shot of this liquid collagen here. And you start making your own antioxidants, and you also start making your own collagen. So what makes this collagen different than the others is it works from 3 mechanisms. 1, it supplements by pouring in some of the 10 collagen peptides, 10 different ones, because there are different peptides perform different purposes in the body. It also turns on the genes that start your collagen production, and then it turns on a gene that slows the collagen degradation. Huge thing. So we're turning on the collagen factories in the cells. We're also stopping them from breaking down as much, and we're pouring in some to make up for that deficiency, because as we age, collagen levels go down. And collagen is a major part of everything in your body. It is like the glue. So this significantly reduces cellular stress, activates, replenishes, and maintains your body's own natural collagen for skin and joints, like an ice bath, but even more powerful. So the chiropractor's BFF has, again, 10 collagen peptides. When you take the 2 together, it cuts the stress perpetuation cycle in 1/3. Who do you know that could use just 1/3 less stress in your life, right? Like every person you talk to, I'm telling you. It's estimated that 75% of people are stressed out. They report that they have severe stress, right? 75%. Like, so there's a good chance if you're talking to somebody in front of you, they could use it just for that. and then doubling your collagen density in just 8 weeks. And we have a study to prove it. That's pretty significant, I would say. But what do chiropractors care about? So I care about helping my patients hold their adjustments longer, having a regulated nervous system. And when your nervous system is regulated, you can hold your adjustments a little bit longer. You have less tension in your tissues. You have less stress that your body is carrying around. So chiropractors care about your bones, your tendons, your discs, your joint cartilage, your skin, your tendons and ligaments, your fascia, your discs, your articular cartilage, your joints. Look at all of this, you guys. And all of these are composed of collagen. I mean, it's amazing. So again, if you're into nerdy science, we got a really cool study here. You can get that from whoever invited you here too. I'm just going to show you. This is through the NF-kappa B pathway, the master switch for stress, cutting it in 33%. And not only that, we have all these other pathways that are so significant. And if, again, you're nerdy, if you have any symptoms, conditions, or disease going on, go check these out. There's a lot of really cool research with all of these different genes that we are able to impact with this combo: interleukins, cytokines, major immune system cells. This is a big deal. And then this is just showing you what happens on the outside. So if you can go from this to that in 7 days on just the outside, imagine what is happening on the inside. These are people I know. This is my friend Maria and my friend Nancy. Their thighs afterwards. What I tell everyone when they take this stack, every single patient, I tell them, when you get it, the second you get it, take a picture of everything: your face, your skin, anything on your skin, hair, scars, rashes, acne, cellulite, anything on your skin, and give it 30 days and repeat it and show me what changed. And I have yet to have someone have zero changes. Like, they all come back with something that changes. So take pictures of everything. This one is a colleague of mine, a doctor that had a major fall in his teens and had a really bad back injury and fell in love with chiropractic because of what it did to repair his spine so he could function again. And he became a chiropractor. And he would require what he felt like he needed, 4 or 5 adjustments in a week to maintain his lifestyle. And he added this liquid collagen, this healthy glow stack. And he lost 50 pounds in a year and was noticing that he didn't require an adjustment. He didn't feel like he needed an adjustment as often as he had needed it. He even went almost a month at one point without getting an adjustment. He's like, what am I doing? His associate doctor actually had to ask him, like, are you okay? Like, did something happen? And he just felt more ease in his body. Like, he held his adjustments better, less pain, less aches and pains. And so then they re-x-rayed to see what was going on with his spine, and they saw an increase in his disc space. And this guy is in his 60s. I mean, I have yet to see this happen in people half his age. Where their disc heights increase. So what a beautiful testimony. What a beautiful story. And how blessed is he for his life improving that much in such a short time. So again, what we're doing with activation is getting back to the root issues to create healthy cells, tissues, organs, systems, and bodies. And this industry rewards innovation. Some of the biggest health breakthroughs have come through direct sales. And this is a product that has a story that must be told. Because if you just saw NRF2 Synergizer sitting on the counter, would you even know what it was? Would you even have heard of it when there isn't a competitor to it? So we have we have cutting edge innovation with products like Protandim NRF2, and gut health is the next arena. It's rapidly growing. We have the fastest growing regions where we are located, and it's emerging science added with our activation approach. It's unstoppable. So don't just ride the trends, build a business that lasts. And this is our newest breakthrough, our P84 Phytopower 1 and 2. That's our gut activator that we're adding now to our Protandim Nrf2. So Protandim Nrf2 is always the baseline. It's always that thing that every single person, in my opinion, should have in their body for all the days they're alive, right? That's our defense. That's like inside your cells. You're putting on your cellular armor every day. You're going to encounter toxins. And this is like from the inside out, you're going to be able to like fight off those bad guys. You've got your defense. And then P84 is our offense. This is our gut activation. We know our gut is such a big plays such a factor in our mental health, in our skin health, in our immune system, every aspect of our health it comes back to that second brain, our gut. And so this allows us to produce key peptides to regulate, repair, and restore our gut. And when you take the two together, you make, we call this a healthy edge stack. You make antioxidants and you make gut peptides. And this is your 24/7 offense and defense for when your body is constantly monitoring, adjusting, and responding to all the onslaughts of life. In addition to our gut activator, okay, so back 1 second. Gut, think about all the things that you think about when you think about gut. I like to think of, okay, most people think about gut, you think about somebody with a Santa belly or carrying a little bit extra weight in their midsection, right? It's those things too, but it's also indigestion, constipation, diarrhea, any kind of symptom you can think of that would be digestion. Our skin is also a reflection of our gut health. So anything on your skin could be coming from your gut. 75% of your immune system comes from your gut. Who do you know that's sick all of the time? How about your gut and brain connection? We know that majority of the neurotransmitters that our brain requires are actually produced in the gut. Isn't that cool how we're designed, right? So just think about this. Who do you know that's got stuff going on that might be just coming from their gut? And a little gut activation could change everything for them. Okay, this is the final activator I'm going to talk to you about tonight, and this is our brain activator. This is like you take this Axio and you start making brain messengers and energy. This is like throwing a dart at the dartboard and hitting the bullseye every time. It allows, we even have the brain scans to prove it, right? So instead of having that squirrel brain, mom brain, that's kind of what I call it. It's like you zone in and you have this like executive function brain. Like you just became the CEO of your brain. Like I'm the boss of my brain. That's what's going on here. Mental clarity, focus, powers your brain and your body and supports a positive mood. When we have those chemicals attached to the right receptors, we're able to focus. And what we've found is that fatigue, physical energy, typically comes from that lack of mental energy first. So if we fix the brain first, the physical energy comes after that. So this is a great way to ditch the energy drinks and drink Axio instead. Now look at this. This is one of my friends, little girls, and this was 15 minutes. Drink the Axio, take the test, and look at how much different this looks. Amazing. Okay. So with our products, with our product lineup, I like to say, like, have you ever shopped on Amazon? And when you get done shopping, they're like, hey, since you bought that, you might like this. Yeah, they do that to me. And they are right. They are spot on. They pick things that are exactly tailored to my needs. And what I love about LifeVantage is we have a lot of other products that might also fit your needs as well. And so we can tailor what we have to suit you. So whoever invited you here can help you look at what you have going on and help you pick out the products that best serve you. But we can activate cells, systems, brain, gut, tissues, immune system, skin, hair, all of the things. And how nice is it? You can buy your products from one place and have them shipped right to your door. So remember, everybody is different. And this comprehensive approach to health will help people feel and notice different things as the body gets back into balance. But remember, each person is as unique as a fingerprint. You are so perfectly and uniquely you, and everything heals at the right time and the right speed for you. So you want to be on the lookout for positive results. just notice what you notice. Just get your body activated and notice all of the things that start to finally shift and change in you. It's such a blessing. So, LifeVantage is the perfect vehicle. We are leading the way in activation. We have only 60,000 US consultants right now. We're expanding into multiple markets. We're headquartered in Utah, debt free, publicly traded on the NASDAQ. I like to say that because there's a lot of uncertainty in our world right now, right? With everything that's going on in the world. And even in with companies, the stability of companies, being able to say we're debt free and publicly traded, so you can go and look at our income earnings statement. You can go and see what our consultants are making. You can see the stability of the company, and changes can only be made as everyone agrees on them versus privately not knowing things until the rug is pulled from under your feet. We have an enhanced compensation plan for the next generation of entrepreneurs. So if you just want to sell product, you can do that affiliate style. You can also do traditional network marketing where we are building leaders, where we are teaching people to teach people to teach people. And really, and this is a way to create a leveraged income. One thing I love about this is I can go to my office. I've had to go to school for a long time to get my degree. And when I go to work, I get paid. But when I don't go to work, I don't get paid. And I still have my same overhead. Going on a vacation is super stressful because you're trying to cram everybody in before you go. You're not getting paid while you're gone. And then you cram people in when you get back. It's like vacation is stressful, super stressful. But with this, whether I don't have to go, I have no overhead, very little investment. The maximum investment you can do to invest in yourself in this company is $1,000. And that is for products that you will use to be able to tell a story of what the products did for you. It's just a totally different business. Turnkey business. The day you sign up, there is a replicated website already ready with your information on it. You can enroll somebody on the same exact day that you enroll. No inventory, no assets, products are delivered right to the person. Here's another thing I like to bring up too. We have an 82% retention rate, meaning more than 8 of 10 people, when they start our products, they stay on them. 70% of our revenue is from subscription. That's not one-time things. That's not sales. That's not from events or even other tickets, that kind of thing. This is from monthly recurring things, meaning our products all come in a 30-day supply. You need them every month and they come recurring. They set up and people stick around. So you're not having to constantly every month go out and recreate that income again. And the culture in the community is definitely a huge part of why you stay too. So this is our income earnings statement from last year. And it's a lot of numbers on here. And I just wanted to flash this up here. If you're interested in the business, you're going to get back to whoever invited you here. And we're going to go deep dive into a little bit more of this. But I just like to look at the second, well, actually be the third column, the average monthly commissions at paid rank. And I just want you to go down that 27, 26, 84, 161, like $316. What would $316 more per month do for you and your family? Or how about we just keep going and we get to managing consultant one? What would $1,700 a month do for you and your family? Or at the level of executive consultant one, $14,489 per month on average. When we talk about the ability to make an additional income, it's always based on what you're willing to do. And I remember one of the leaders in the company, at my very first event, he said to me, it's 15 presentations a month, every month for 2 to 5 years, and the executive consultant level will be yours. And I'm like, really? And the thing is you have to do that. That's work, right? Like it's something well, you don't have to do it. You can take as long as you want to get through that process, but it is a numbers game. You're looking for people who are looking for something more. They're looking for better health. They're looking for a way to make another stream of income. And why not be able to bless people with their health while you're doing it? So I just want you to just think about that for just a few minutes, and just get back to whoever invited you here and tell them one of three things. One, you're interested in the products, and you maybe want a little help on deciding what you might want to do. So, one is products. And then two is you're interested in the products, but you also want a little bit more information about this business. Like, what does the business actually look like? And how do you do that as a team with your team? So two is business. And then three is you're not interested in the products or the business. Like, this just really isn't for you, but you know somebody who might be interested. We are so blessed to get referrals. And the most life changing thing you can do is change someone's health or their finances and change the trajectory of their life. So, thank you so much for listening. Get back to whoever invited you here. And again, just thank you. Thank you.